Alright, let's do some exploring. Barbicane. Transfer loot. Barbicane. Transfer loot. You can tell what time of day it is based on this little sun right here. So it's 1730. So far the location's safe, but I believe it 1800 or 2000 is when it gets unsafe. So we're gonna do some herbing, collect some herbs. You can see we've already got plenty, and that quest items are getting full. Some potions. Basically, I've completed almost the entire outskirts of Vizima. I'm at the point now where these quests are leading into new areas. I've read everything I need to know about the heroes involved, as well as the villains. Discovered the locations that are pertinent, as well as the monsters. Recently, had to learn about these economic roots, which I hope to be collecting later, more of rather, because I just came out of the cave and the voice audio wasn't good during that recording, so we'll just have to go back another day, because as each day spawns, the monsters respawn as well. And why is that important? Well, in this game, you need to learn about the monsters you're going to fight, because the more you know about the monsters, the more loot you can gain from them. So if you don't know anything about a monster and you kill it, you get 0 to little loot. The more books you read, the more tales you hear, all come at a price of coin or some other way to influence food or alcohol, and you learn things. So I had to learn about the economics, and the ingredient I learned would be the economics rootstock, as well as the spores. So there you go. That's pretty cool. I like the glossary. Gives you a backstory on the races, the towns, prophecies, and such. Tutorials, in case you need to look back at everything you've learned, and there's a lot. As well as learning about monsters, you gotta learn about potions, so you gotta be checking the stores, looking for journals and books, buying them. It'll update your journal. And then you can discover, the potions. So you take some ingredients and you craft a potion. And in order to craft a potion, you'll learn, you set up at a fireplace where you take your breaks. The fires keep the monsters away, so basically you start the fire, open up your backpack, and what can we do? I don't remember these. But from here, I should find the alchemy tab, and you'll get this circle. So we didn't have this earlier, it just showed us the potions that we could create now. It breaks down what ingredients you have. Basically, you add alcohol as a base. You find the colors that coordinate with the herbs and monster parts, and you brew it. And in order to brew, you'll hit mix. It'll add an hour that you need to rest to craft that potion. And if you don't want to deal with the monsters, you just go ahead and meditate for as many hours until the morning when it's safe. But we're not going to do that. We are going to take the monsters head on. We are not going to meditate. So if I can remember how to leave, I will. I think actually just leave it on 0, and then you initiate the meditate. So we didn't even actually do anything, because we meditated for 0 hours. So we're just right back to where we were, at the same time of day. Which is roughly getting, about the same time, 17:30. So, cut to, probably takes a few hours to get to this point. I put myself in a situation where I've just played a lot of dice to get a lot of coin, and every night you gotta fight bard pests. They're like a nightmare wolf that spawns, and there's a lady that will buy their heads as a trophy. So those are good to sell. And that's initially how you make the money. Not everybody buys the common herbs, but if you get into the ones past this green into what's called the ballast fruit, Burbicane, and others, you could find yourself having a nice time with currency. And currency is what drives the game. Journals, books, stories, alcohols, as you can see, for potions, flints to start fires, greases and oils to coat your weapon. And so here we go. Let's go searching. At this point, I've been through all of the structures, checked all the crevices, talked to all the villagers. There's just one person left in this whole quest chain to proceed, and we're not going to talk to him quite yet, but it's this man here, the Reverend. Everybody's got their thoughts about attacks that come from the drowners over by the river and the bar pests that spawn at night. And people, villagers, if they're not out and safe, they will get themselves eaten. No reward really for saving them, as in other games where maybe you gotta get there quick and then they can give you a bonus item or bonus info. But let's go ahead and start talking to these people.
My neighbor disturbed my sleep beating his wife again.
I don't think I need to worry about this area. I've been through it and I've talked to the people I need to talk to. There's just one woman I want to go give flowers to because I believe something happens. But that's not what we're after at the moment. Just gonna collect some herbs, kill some time, and when those little dog beasts spawn, it'll get pretty intense. It took some time to figure out the combat style. Basic tips. Strong is a type of fighting, fast is a type of fighting, and so is fighting a group. So you got 3: strong, group, and fast. There are places of power, so I guess we'll use this little route here to kill more time. Let's see what time it is. It's 1800. The herbs do spawn every day, so these are the common ones. Not often, I don't believe you'll find someone that will buy them, but I do plan to keep the inventory stocked of potion bases, so at this point we don't need any more celandine. We're at 50 stack, so we can stop picking it. That's nice. I don't have to pick those anymore. Here's a place of power. You can increase your wind energy. There we go. Or sign intensity. I only know wind and fire at the moment. Don't know if this is another dangerous cave. We can explore it though. Oh, you know what? I think this is the troll cave. We'll see if there's any trolls in here. It's a pretty tough cave. I actually don't know if these ones respawn every day. I forget, I haven't been in here in a while. If they do, we'll kill them. If not, it's gonna be good to know. If I can come back here again and harvest their organs. an already lit fireplace, so that's a free autosave. Or not autosave, but it's a free area to meditate. This is probably where we should take up our resting periods to meditate. Look at this. So I guess the suet mushrooms, this is good to know. I wonder how many of those I got right now. Well, let's just see what the actual item looks like. Looks like some kind of a... I guess that's a mushroom. I've only got 2, so let's go ahead and take that. Torches don't ever burn out, I believe, so we're good in that department. I may have completed this whole area, or actually, this is just a cave, and if there was something in here, it's been done already. And it left me with a free area to meditate without using flint. So that's good to know. We'll come back in here and get those mushrooms when they grow each day. Glad I didn't have to fight nothing. Let's check our map. We're going to go to Odo's house, see if he's got any money to gamble with, because we got to restock. I just spent a bunch of money over here at this town to provide people with chicken and alcohol for information. And I started at 6,900 orens and spent about 700 buying up all the chicken and alcohol here and getting info. I learned I can give flowers to a lady here and get some kind of extended character card for being kind to a woman. I believe she's kind to you in return, so... What else? Another campfire, but yeah, we're trying to get to Odo's house. We'll see what's along the way. Between now and here, I think the time will be it'll be unsafe to be traveling, and we'll hopefully kill some of those Barghests, I believe is what they're called. Or pronounced, rather. So, we on the way! We on the way! And it was pleasant. This is a game that you can take your time with. In the beginner area, as you can see, I've done to collect as much materials as you think you're going to need moving on, and you can overdo it. You really can. That's not a common amount. I'd like to get to 10,000 orens before I leave this area, because I think that's going to help me in the next area. I imagine it's going to get more and more expensive. There's other ways to earn money, and then you can do it through brawling, just bar fighting people. So, at some point we'll get those videos going of gambling with dice and bar fighting. I will admit you don't win every fight, or actually you can, but you definitely don't win every dice roll, so it's usually good to use your autosave and load before and after matches so you can maximize your coins. Looks like I missed a couple of these plants here. Blue hellebores. It can be scarce. And there's a myriad of potions. They give you a toxicity level. In the top left, you'll see the green bar. That's your toxicity level. So then you need to craft a potion that's going to remove your toxicity. I don't know what happens if you get super toxic. I think your character gets, like, the screen starts turning red and flashing, and the character passes out. And probably the toxicity goes down, or you die. I actually forget. So what I do to save time is, since I've come this way, I've herbed, charge my powers for later tonight when it gets dangerous. I just go ahead and save. Forget what my autosave button is. I think it's like F9 or F12. F11 is autosave. So we'll go ahead and save it. Next video is going to be me gambling dice with Odo. Thanks for watching.